We also felt that we should give the party position on the removal of Honorable Energy Mutodi from his office of Deputy Minister of Information, Publicity and Broadcasting Services. We are aware that the removal was some time ago, but we think that we need to issue and demonstrate and show our party position. ZANU-PF stands solidly behind the decision taken by His Excellency President Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa on 20th May 2020 to relieve Honorable Energy Mutodi from the position of Deputy Minister of Information, Publicity and Broadcasting Services. And we are taking the opportunity as ZANU-PF to reiterate our policy on foreign relations with other countries. ZANU-PF's policy is that of non-interference in the internal affairs of other countries. It is on account of this policy that the party resolutely condemns and opposes the imposition, extension, and intensification of sanctions against Zimbabwe, which is a direct interference in the domestic affairs of our country by those countries which have imposed illegal sanctions against Zimbabwe. Worse, in the statements made by Honorable Mutodi was the fact that the unhelpful negative comments were made by him concerning a fellow SADC member country, a country whose population and political leadership made enormous sacrifices for the liberation of southern African countries, including Zimbabwe. ZANU-PF apologizes to Chama cha Mapinduzi, President John Pombe Magufuli, the government and people of the United Republic of Tanzania for the errant behavior of our member and the unwarranted statements that he made. Of equal concern to ZANU-PF have been the veiled attacks by Honorable Mutodi on colleague members of the party. The party wishes to make it clear that those it has deployed to work in government and its general membership, we want to make it clear to those who have deployed it in government and our general membership that discipline and teamwork under the leadership of our President, His Excellency E.D. Mnangagwa, is an imperative. Disagreements and contradictions, if any, among colleagues should be resolved through the party's known channels and procedures and not on social media. And I'm sure that you recall that this is the basis upon which we had to discipline former youth leaders, Senengamu and Matutu. We want membership to follow laid down channels and procedures for resolving contradictions and disagreements, and not to seek to do it through social media. And where this happens repeatedly, we will no doubt take the necessary disciplinary action. ZANU-PF cadres are reminded that they should never emulate the amoebic and divisive tendencies and characteristics of the splitting opposition groupings.